Alright you guys, and welcome back to another video. You may notice that I am here wearing the RSI Zeus uh, suit, and you know what that means. That means that we have the Zeus here. So CAG added the Zeus CL and ES to the latest patch, so we're just going to take a look at it. So what I want to do is first look at the ship and its interior, and then we might take a look at some skins. So let's see if we have it here. Yes, we do. Zeus Mark II CL. 128 SCU of cargo. Look at that, 128, 3 crew. Retrieve. Let's see it. I'm gonna stand here, I'm gonna watch it raise up out of the elevator for the first time. Now, I believe that this is not on the store page yet. If you guys want to pick one of these up, I believe that CIG will have all of that stuff updated when the 324.2 patch goes live. Right now it's in wave 1 PTU. But I don't think it'll take too long. I think right now this patch feels pretty good. It feels pretty stable. I'm having a pretty good experience with it so far, knock on wood. So I think that it's not going to be too long before CIG pushes this to more waves and it goes live. It's probably a couple of weeks. Alright, there it is. We can see it, the blue and black and yellow stripes of the Zeus Mark II CL. So, yeah. We're going to take a look at the interior first, and then I might try to see if I can put some other skins on the ship. And I want to go through the rear entrance. This does, as you can see here, it has airlock, ladder, and ramp access. I'm actually going to go through the back ramp first, just so we can see the entire ship interior the way it is. And of course, what I like about these new hangars is that we can stay in here for as long as we want. We don't have to leave. ATC is not gonna say that we're blocking anything. Alright, so the ramp is down. I know that there's gonna be a lot of people that try to do you know, the will it fit, to try to see what kind of ground vehicles will fit in here and stuff. And I guess you can look at, you know, the player character for reference. Size here. It's not too big. I think CIG did confirm that it can hold a rock. Okay, which is kind of one of the things that the Crusader C1 can't hold an ROC because of the entrance at the back. But CIG already showed a picture of it holding the ROC, and we've got these strut towers here at the back encased in glass. I like that little detail. Ramp access door right here. Let's go ahead and close that. And then behind these doors here are supposed to be our other component doors. But I wonder how we open these up here. Is there a button to open up these doors? Component bay. Oh, here it is. I'm blind. Alright, so what do we have in here? We have the battery, radar, cooler, and power plant. And we have a set of relays for this section of components, which makes sense. Okay. So, where's the button for this one? Oh, so that's loading zone. There are no components on that one. So we have another one. And here we have a jump drive. Okay, that's cool. You can see a physicalized jump drive component. Then we have the power plant, another cooler. So that's interesting. Look at that. But there are no fuses in that one. Okay. So this is another loading zone area. So the area where there's blue is where you can put boxes. CIG said previously that the cargo boxes will block the components, but they were able to make it work by kind of pushing this area out. So you can walk around here, but where you see the blue area, it says loading zone. Everywhere there's blue on the ground, that's where you guys can put boxes. And CIG showed it can fit two 32 SU boxes. Okay, so okay, I'm gonna close this, and then I'm gonna close this. Okay, so what we have next is we have weapons. Okay, so open that up, and you've got 3 slots down there, 3 in the middle, and then 3 at the top. So you could probably put like med guns and multi-tools and stuff, and then you can also put like the full-size like rifles and stuff, and then pistols. So you have a lot of cool options there. And on this side we have a fire extinguisher. These are not interactable yet, but when resource management comes online, we'll be able to you know, use those to out fires and stuff. And I just like the lighting, and the whole design in here looks really good. And then we have this platform here on the side with this railing here to kind of separate the entrance from the cargo. This is a pretty big cargo area. I like it a lot. Okay, and then we have the door to the interior here. Whoop. All right, and we go straight in. So the CL makes a lot more room for the cargo. So you have a lot less interior space. But you can see here, marked out on the ground, it says cargo bay, habitation, mess hall, and then up there we have engineering. Okay. In the Zeus ES, there's more space here. So in this room, you would have a couch on this side, but we still have the lockers. So if we hit F, we can get into the personal storage. Okay, but you know, eventually these I don't know if CIG is gonna keep them inventories or make them physicalized. I think it just makes sense to keep them inventories. And then we have 3 beds for the crew. Okay, so we got the captain down there, and this is a shelf. So in the concept art, I believe this was a window, but CIG changed that because these bed pods are escape pods, and I talked about that in my video kind of going over the inside Star Citizen episode. Then you have the co-pilot and, you know, the gunner seat, engineering person, whatever you have you. And these are just pretty simple beds. You can't sit on these because they're, you know, too small, but you can lay down in these. And I guess again, CAG essentially said that they're going to be clearing out a lot of the set dressing stuff, so we can put our own stuff here. Okay, and then at the back we have the shoilet, as many people call it, the shower toilet combo thing. Well, I guess we can't look at that. But you guys have seen it on the inside Star Citizen. It's basically the shower toilet area. Okay, so now let's take a look at the mess hall. And again, we have a nice window out here. So as you're flying through the verse, you can look outside. And then we have a lot of nice shelving. So we can, again, put all of our bottles of cruise. And yeah, it's looking really nice. And oh, we have interaction here. All right, so we can actually, you can put your beer and all your drinks and stuff in there. We have another one over here. Maybe you want to put some fresh produce, some snacks. You've got actual space for that, usable space. And we have seats, we can sit down here. And yeah, there are no other containers. A little bit of shelving there, a little bit of counter space there. Not too bad, not too bad. And a table. Right, so now let's go up here and take a look at engineering. This is the a cool area right here. So this, we have the exit to interior, and we can exit ship by just pressing that button right there. And it's open right now. We can kind of see down in here. My suit's kind of in the way, but you can, you know, see through that opening there. The ladder is in the down position. We can exit the ship. We have a fire extinguisher here. Again, these are not interactable right now, but we've seen these on Inside Star Citizen. K group. Okay. Oh, that's pretty interesting. It also has hold unit upright, aim at base of fire 3 meters, squeeze and hold trigger, sweep twice to slide. Okay, so it has a little bit of instructions on it actually. I think that's pretty cool. That's very immersive. Gives us the ability to take a look at that. Okay, now let's take a look at some more of these components. So on this side we have another battery and one of our shield generators. Okay, this side, what do we have? Gravity generator. Okay, so that's again a part of the resource management and life support systems that are not in right now. Then we have another shield. Okay, then what's here in the middle? We have relays. So here's another relay location. We can take out that switch, and we have the engineering terminal coming soon. Okay, so that will give us an ability to do all the engineering stuff that's going to come out in 4.0. I like all these animations here and the new interaction system. Again, a lot of nice detail. You can see all of this piping here that goes from the component areas. Kind of makes it feel like, okay, these are wires and cables and pipes that are going from the components to where they need to be. And then we have the airlock. Let's open that up and see what that looks like. Alright, that's cool. So we could walk out here, and if you want an EVA, you could see out the side of the ship, and there's a door access on the outside. So if you're EVAing outside and this is closed, you can actually just enter the ship from this airlock instead of the ramp at the back if you don't want to walk through the whole ship. And again, that's very convenient. The interior is not that big to walk through, but you know, you can always use this, and you can see the hinge here. Again, the level of detail that CIG is pumping out with this kind of newer generation of ship is really incredible. And the sticker, flammable, caution. And so this area of the ship opens up, this door moves out of the way for the airlock. It's just so cool. I think they really went above and beyond with this. I really like the way that works out. Okay, so you have so many places that you can go. You can use the airlock, you can use the ladder, you can use the ramp at the back, and then that closes, and the exterior door will too. Then we have the suit lockers here. Very nice, padded. You don't want to get stuck inside of one of these things. Again, newer ships will have those. Looks like, actually, wait a minute. Yes, it does have a button on the inside, so you can't get trapped in there now. I like that. Okay. CIG knows the community too well. Okay, and then we have life support here. Okay. So we have avionics and life support, and here's the third shield generator. Okay, so this bad boy has 3 shield generators. And then on this side, we have another weapons rack, actually. So, oh, we have a large weapons rack. So this space that you see right here, this long space, that is for stuff like the railgun. So that's really cool. I mean, I don't know why you'd want a railgun up at the cockpit, but it's really convenient to be able to put those types of like missile launchers and larger type weapons, you know, in your ship and store them. So again, we've got, you know, slots for pistols and you know, full-size guns. I like that a lot. And this is another thing cool that we saw. You can see the missiles down there through the glass on the floor. That's very cool. We have co-pilot seat and enter the gunner seat, and so we have the gunner there. So actually I want to try that because we can shoot in the hangars. Oh, and there's another fire extinguisher there. There's just so much stuff to look at, you guys. I'm sorry. Okay, all right, let's see. we we have radar in the middle, and we have two MFDs here, and I like this MFD design. We can see gimbal mode, group all. Okay, and we can scroll through scanning, configuration, comms, power management. You can see, okay, we have two Panthers, okay, 33 ammo, set to weapons group 1. Then we have shields, self status, okay, no targets so far, and then the power management up here. We also see our speed there and stuff like that. Gear, VTOL. You have, a good bit of information. Enter remote turret. Alright, so now the turret comes out of the bottom, and we can see all of the alignment. Okay, so this is the front landing gear. And then we can see towards the back. The range of motion seems pretty good for this turret. Now, okay, it looks like it can't really go down further than that, probably because we are parked up here. But as we move into, like, we could shoot that right now, you know? Okay, the audio is not up right now, but yeah, we can fire it in here. And, you can see that is a ship. It's automatically reading that. Very cool. So that is that. Let's get out of this seat. Then we'll check out the co-pilot seat. Co-pilot seat should have access to, engineering and that type of stuff as well. I don't think we can enter the turret from this seat though. Alright.
Welcome to Robert Space Industries. Enjoy the ride. System check.
So we have another radar holographic there. So it has buttons here. So we can open the exterior from this seat. Exit. Any more buttons? Flight ready. Engine on. Okay, we can enter a remote turret, so we could use this as a turret seat as well. And then of course we have our screens here where we can configure stuff. So for instance, your co-pilot, they can hail and do all that stuff. They can deal with the power management and see information about the altitude and speed and stuff up there. I like it. And now let's sit in the pilot seat, and we'll take a look at the exterior. Then what I'm going to do, again, here's the fire extinguisher up at the front. And then what I'll do is I'll store it actually. And then I want to try to see if we have access to any of the skins in this patch as well. Okay. So here we go. We have an MFD over here. And an MFD over here. Flight ready, engine on. Then on this side we have open exterior, exit. So pretty much the same thing as the co-pilot. Good visibility all the way around. I like to see that. I mean, what is really nice about this ship is it doesn't have the crossbar here, so you can see your feet. You can see down on the ground when you're landing, and that's really cool. So the visibility for landing is going to be really nice. And you can see pretty far off to your sides as well. I like that. You can also see your guns. One of the guns is right there, and the other gun is right there. This white area. Okay. That's very cool. I like that a lot. Again, cool. So let's look at the exterior now. So with this paint, we have blue and black with yellow striping. RSI. We can see the remote turret there at the bottom, kind of in the middle of the ship, honestly. I wasn't sure if the turret was going to be closer up to the nose of the ship. But if we look at the underneath here, we can see the two size 4 guns up at the front. Then we can see some of the VTOL engines there. On this side, we have the ladder access. And then we have the escape pods. Those are the beds in the crew quarters. Okay. Then we have some more detailing here. Oop. The rear landing gear. The ramp at the back. The door panel. Okay, and then we have a fuel port here for refueling on the ground. Some more logos. I know I'm really close up right now. But yes, the bottom looks like whoop, clipped through the floor there. Looks like those wings might fold out. Yeah, it's a very good looking ship. You know, the DeVito styling. That is RSI's kind of new design language. I think it's really successful. Okay, so now let's get out, and I will go store this ship, and we will try to put some other skins on it. Actually, this is a good opportunity to test out the ladder. This door opens up. Then we go through the animation. I like that a lot. It kind of just jumps out there and ladder goes back in. Cool. Okay, so let's just run back quickly, real quick. And we'll see if we can store it and check out any of the other skins. I don't know if the skins are going to be available in this patch or anything, but it's worth taking a look at. And if it's in the video, then that means it is. Okay. Okay, so the wings are supposed to go out, actually. So we can kind of see the wings move there a little bit. Is this another one? Another Zeus? It looks like it. It looks like they're going to land. Oh yeah, it's an ES. It's going in for landing. Let's see how he does. Okay. Not bad. Kind of the shadows blocking us. I don't want to block the hangar there. Maybe he's doing some kind of cargo mission. Looks like he's backing up. Alright, now let's fly around in this. Doesn't feel super fast. Oh yeah, that is not a fast roll rate. Not bad, but obviously it's not a fighter, you know? This is a freighter, medium freighter. I like, it feels like, you know, there's some kind of wind resistance or turbulence as you're flying. The little bit of camera shake is also nice. It feels heavier than a C1. I'm gonna say that right now. It feels like it flies heavier than a C1. Now, it looks more aerodynamic than a C1, but I definitely feels like, yeah, it's not as fast or maneuverable as a C1. A C1 flies kind of like a heavy fighter. This flies slower than a heavy fighter for sure. But it doesn't feel bad. It does not feel like a constellation. A constellation feels sluggish. This feels heavy, if that makes any sense. Constellation feels kind of sluggish. This just feels like it's heavy for some reason, you know? It's not a big ship, but it flies like it's heavy. It's not slow either. I don't feel like it's slow. I feel like the handling is pretty tight. The handling feels tight. It just feels heavy. It's heavy, yet still tight. Like right now, I'm in control. I don't feel like I'm gonna veer off or do something crazy. In a constellation, if you're going full tilt, it feels like the ship is gonna hit something at any moment. You know, also the inputs also feel pretty responsive. You know, when I turn, it turns. Yeah, not the fastest roll rate, but that's okay. You know, we're not out here being fancy. This is not like, you know, like a fighter pilot out here, but you could, this is fun. I'm not gonna lie. It feels good. It feels good to fly. It feels heavy. It feels intentional. It is responsive. Let's see if we could do a barrel roll here without crashing. Tell me that wasn't some ace piloting right there. Tell me that wasn't some ace piloting right there. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, guys. This feels great. I can do this all day. Again, it feels heavier than a C1. C1 definitely feels more maneuverable, but this feels responsive. It feels tight. Again, if I make an input, the ship immediately reacts. It's not sluggish like a constellation. Again, a constellation feels heavy but sluggish. This feels heavy but responsive, which also makes sense because this is a smaller ship than a constellation, right? This is a smaller ship than a C1, technically, you know? Microtech. Look at the city sign right there. Beautiful. Flying around the skyscrapers. Let's see if maybe we could weave underneath the bridge without blowing up. That's gonna be, you know, the real test of the handling here. If we could go underneath this railway without blowing up, then we're real pilots. Look at that. Thread the needle like it's nothing. Again, I've seen hammerheads do this, so, you know, it's kind of not really saying too much. That being said, the hammerhead is probably one of the most maneuverable large ships out there, so I love the way the hammerhead handles. That ship has no business being that fun to fly. You know what I mean? But it makes sense because the hammerhead is, you know, an anti-fighter screen. So it should be designed to keep up with those fighters, you know? Let's see if we could fly to the Microtech building. I feel like I'm gonna crash right now, but we'll see. Yeah. Yeah. We all knew that was gonna happen. I was too confident. Well, you guys, that was the Zeus CL. Very cool ship. Handles good. Looks good. I mean, what more can you ask for? Let me know what you guys think of this ship in the comments down below. I love hearing from you guys. I don't want to keep you any longer, take up too much more of your time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what else you want to see from me. There's a lot of updates with this patch, and I'm excited for what's the future of Star Citizen, you know, CitizenCon, IAE. There's a lot of stuff in the pipeline, and, you know, let me know. So thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for watching this video. You guys have been amazing. Like I always say at the end of these videos, you guys, like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more. And I will see you guys in the next one. Salut!